What's going on, guys? It's Eric here from Doses of VT, bringing you guys another video. This time, as you guys can see by the title, we're comparing the Apple Watch Series 6, which is this one, the Nike version, to the new Apple Watch Series 7. So, as you guys can see, looking at them, there's not much of a difference. The bands are pretty much the same when it comes to like how they fit and all that stuff. So the only difference is this is the Nike one, where it has nice little holes in it compared to just the regular Apple Watch. There is no difference in software or anything crazy like that when you buy the Nike version compared to buying just the regular one. So don't even think it's better to buy the Nike one over the regular Apple Watch. There literally is no difference besides the band, like color, and that it has these nice little reveated holes which make it nice for like airflow. So if you are like a runner and stuff like that, like I would sway more towards the Nike stuff, because then at least you get some air on your wrist compared to the solid band that'll just hold the sweat in, then eventually smell weird over time. Then you might get like some grossness on the back of the watch. But outside of that, basically the same when it comes to like how it looks. Now, the small differences, which the Apple Watch Series 7 is different from the 6, is the 7 does have a larger screen. So now the 7 is 45 instead of 44. So it's just slightly increased, not by much. It has a better piece of glass in the 7 compared to the 6. It's the IP6X dust resistant, certified, all that. Still good for water. So nothing crazy with what's going on. So still has the same dust resistance and water and all that. So it does come with some little bit better health options. So if you're buying the Apple Watch because of health reasons, because the Apple Watch is known for having some of the best features when it comes to take care of your health. Now it can do blood oxygen level, it can take your ECG, it can track your sleep better, it has the emergency SOS, so it's just a little bit better with some things that can do compared to the 6. Also has better tracking with movement when you're doing any type of fitness between running, bicycling, swimming, stuff like that. Then basically you'll just have better cell coverage if you bought the cellular version. Neither one of these is a cellular version. To be honest with you, I really don't think it's worth it. I don't think the Apple Watch is there yet just to have it by like itself when you don't bring your phone, because you're always going to need your phone. One, because I don't think the screens are big enough yet. Granted, if the screens get bigger, dear Lord, you're going to have a huge screen on your wrist. But until they come out with some type of version where they can display something onto a table to have a bigger surface so you can see and do things, then that's probably when it's worth buying the cellular version. Then you don't have to carry your phone with you around the time. But usually the only time you're not carrying your phone and you need some type of cell service is like if you're running or doing some type of activity to where having a phone in your pocket is not really convenient. But I mean, outside of that, I don't think it's worth paying cellular service, because you're always going to have your phone on you. And besides like probably certain circumstances. The next thing that they're reamping and doing a lot better with is setting up Apple Watches for like family members and stuff like that. This really has no difference between the 6 and the 7. I'm just saying it's just a little bit better when it comes to the 7. Now you have the ability to set up an Apple Watch for a family member using your iPhone. So when I set up this one, it asked me if I was setting it up for a family member, if I was setting it up for my personal like watch for myself. But outside of that, there's not really that much difference. So you do get slightly better improved battery life. Your screen is maybe just a slightly better brighter. I mean, by the human eye, you're probably not going to be able to tell. On the sides here, pretty much everything is the exact same. The only thing that changed on this side, instead of having 2 speaker grills, now you just have one. That's kind of hard to tell on the darker one, but there you guys can see. Then on the back, really not much of a difference, as you can tell. They're both the same. Thickness wise, I believe the 7 is a little bit thinner when it comes to the glass, but you're not going to be able to tell the difference when you have the 6 to the 7. Now, the big question that everyone's waiting for is, if you have the 6, is it worth upgrading to the 7? Absolutely not. Not at this point. The only reason I get the 7 is for you guys, so you guys can see the differences and if it's really worth it. At this point in time, no. Now, if you have like the SE for some reason, or like the Series 3, 1, 2, if you even have a 1, which is really impressive, it still works by this point.